This is more information about the Department of Defense Summer Reader software. And by now you've learned about what the patron sees when they log in, you've seen what a staff member might see when they log into the software, and you've also learned about doing about doing reports as an administrator. So now we're going to talk about the administrative view. And there's actually three webinars that have been recorded related to this. This first one is going to be about required things in the software that have to be changed by an administrator. Then there's another one that's about optional things that can be changed in the administrative view. And then the last one is about editing the program and the program settings. So if the program isn't exactly fitting what your goals for summer reading are, then those settings can be changed. So let's talk about these three most important required features that need to be edited. We're going to talk about changing your security passwords. We're going to talk about editing library information. And then we'll close up with your system settings and how to make sure that all of your settings are appropriate for your library. So we're going to take a look at that now. We have to make sure that we log in with the administrator password. And we're going to go to System Maintenance. Now here under Security Maintenance are the 4 password levels. And it's really important to change these because these passwords are the same for everyone across the system. It's really simple. All you have to do is go to Administrator, type in the current password, which is the one we have emailed you, and then you can just put in a new administrator password and then reconfirm it. So that'll be all set, and you can go ahead and do that for all 4. And you can make them all different, especially if you don't want, for instance, your volunteers to have access to the administrator level and so on. So now that you've done that, we can go ahead and check out system settings. So we'll go ahead and click here. And system settings and library information kind of all come together here on this system settings page. When you get the site, it's going to say DoD in the library name. In this case, I'm familiar with the Fort Leavenworth Library, so I've placed that in the library name. But I can also put in a URL for my library. I can put in a contact email for either the head of the summer reading program or for the web administrator. And I can make some of the more important settings and changes here. So some of the things like more graphics related, like tabs, drop down, rounded tab types, these types of things that you see, you don't really need to worry about because they've been decided for you and have kind of been set. But other things like the regional settings, like your time zone and whether or not you are observing daylight savings time are very important to change. You can edit some of your registration settings, including password length and starting birth year. You can also decide if your catalog is going to link to your reviews area so that folks can see a catalog link when they find a book that they like that's been reviewed. You can also change some of the security settings. These are things that affect both your patrons and your staff. So you might not want your staff, for instance, to have bulk approval for reviews. But you might want your patrons to be able to have notification upon receiving a prize, so they'll immediately see the marquee that goes across the screen when they've qualified for something. If you have any questions about these fields, you can look them up in our manual. You can also just go ahead and click on the question box, and it will open a dialog box with more information. So that's how you change those 3 features. If you have any more questions, you can email us at support@evantsolutions.com. Thanks.